Subscribe and press the bell icon to enjoy more exciting and enlightening videos from the here.
So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for the Masterpieces series. We have a special guest with us, our dear mentor Shripad Sahil sir. Hello sir, welcome.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
How are you sir?
I'm fine. Tell me, Lily.
Great. Thank you so much sir. And thank you so much for coming on their Masterpieces and having chat with us. So sir, as you're part of the as a career mentor, can you walk us through your career journey?
My name is Shripad Sahil. I'm a 95 commerce graduate. Okay. And I've been working since last 25 years, but 21 years in retail. Okay. So as you guys know, during our times, career as such was taken, as you grab opportunity, you like to be part of it. Most of the time people love to do their graduation and start working with government organizations by giving examinations. But for me, it was different. I wanted to explore myself, understand, okay, what I'm good at. Okay, so after my graduation, I started working with an government recognized export company and worked under a general manager and who was basically responsible for production. So I had a very good experience for understanding how export business works, okay, when it comes to garments. So we were playing more of a knitted. So it was basically bigger brands, which today people know, but for me, during that time, I was having that experience because working through them, like Beagle Boy, Kmart, okay, those buying agencies through which we used to have our orders. And that during that point of time, I had this learning of, how to see basically knits, if you remember, how you understand knit is about kg. And then when we say oven is about into meters. So this one thing. So how do you work on consumptions of fabric and how do you decide how much quantity of or kg of fabric which you have to buy? Again, understood, how the GSM, that is gram square meter, through machine you come to know about it. With regards to test, like we have a blood test, there is a fabric test also which happens. So it was really great fun. So 1.5 years I spent out there. But then as a graduate guy, you really want to enjoy your life. Okay, and things were not happening because I was starting early in the morning and used to come late at night. Okay, so we as a young boy you always feel what is this kind of a life? And then it really puts you down. So after that I thought of doing something else. So I tried a lot of things. Okay, so I worked with a personal touch tailor trouser service also. It was a concept which was started by Mafatla. It was about you take fabric swatches to consumers, okay, because they are so busy that they can't travel or they don't have time. So what we do is we take an appointment, meet them, okay, show them fabric swatches, take the measurements, and it is made to measure. So as per their size, the garment is stitched and delivered to them. So everything is done at the doorstep. So that means generally these were big corporate people. So had an experience of looking at big people. Okay, how do they work? How do they wear merchandise? So that was really a fascination for me. And as an export, I was working, so it was more into knits. So it was about casual. And here I got an experience of again saying then what I was doing, same thing which I felt going to people where, people don't respect. There's a board also during those time. I still remember dogs and salesmen are not allowed. Those things were happening. Again, thought of moving out of that place. Okay. And then got an opportunity to work with Matrix Paging India Private Limited. That's called Easy Call Personalized Paging. So, paging, you must be knowing about what is paging. And that time, we used to page, give those messages. Most of the time we used to tell customers, okay, you go on the platform number one, I'll send this message. You meet here, this is the location. So we only used to guide consumers saying where they have to do it, and it was life easy. But, you suddenly realize that things are not happening. Okay. And there was a time when my mother had cancer and I wanted to be serious about my career. What should I do now? Okay, then thought of something which I feel I should work for a limited company. Okay, looking at that goal, I thought of joining one company and I got this opportunity to work with Pantaloons Retail India Limited. And you could say my career retail journey started. Okay, and that was a nice experience. I started, and that was in the first India's mall, that is Crossroads. Maybe knowing then it became sober, and I'm sure now it is closed. But this was a real experience for me, to understand different types of people coming in, and that made my life different because what was happening out here, I could see people flowing in because it was the first mall. It became a tourist attraction. You saw people coming in, here you don't have to go to the consumers. Your consumers were coming up. With all my prior experience, I was saying I was struggling, trying to meet people, understand them, convince them on buying my products. But here life was easy. Here I realized, I could just see that customers are coming. Now my job was to serve them properly. So that made a real difference, and that's what excited me. I felt good about it. Now this was a time when I need to do, and it really helped me. When you start enjoying things were different for me. Then from a sales executive to department manager. So I spent 5.5 years with Pantaloons, worked with Pantaloons Crossroads, then Phoenix and then also opened the Washi Center one, which has now become Central. Okay, so these 3 locations for Pantaloon, that was great. But then I suddenly realized, the growth was not happening. I realized maybe my education was a background which hampered, because post that, when you want to grow as a store manager, everybody requires a management degree. Then I felt I need to do something about it. But suddenly I got this opportunity to work with Raymond's, and there my life really changed, I would say. With the Raymond, I started as a store manager. But the advantage was Raymond was before that into Raymond Textile. That was the Raymond shop where you could find fabrics and the ready-made garments were available. That were all Raymond products, but that was different division. 2 different divisions were there. One was Raymond Textile and one was Raymond Apparels. In Raymond Apparels, we had Park Avenue, Parks, Color Plus, then Manzoni. These were the brands which were available. But what was happening was 2 divisions, they were dependent on each other. So now Raymond Apparel felt if they really wanted to grow, they had to have their own stores. And luckily, I was the first store manager to have that concept with me. So I was the first store manager for Park Avenue, opening their first store in, again, Phoenix Mall itself, okay, on 21st January 2005. And my journey really started. As the first store manager, spent around about 3 years as a store manager. And within this 3 years, I was able to do a lot of things because this was first experience for them. They never had any operations guy. With my 5.5 years of experience with Pantaloons, I could, build processes, made SOPs for the organization. So it really, created an excitement for me. At the same time, management also felt that this guy is really reliable, putting his heart out, wanted to do something in life. Then they said, if he's doing and performing in a particular store, why not give him opportunity to train people throughout country? And I got an opportunity to become a retail trainer. There, I would say this one thing, interacting with people, talking to people more than 550, it started. And it gives you a moral booster and confidence that yes, you can deal with people. That was 1 year experience which I got, but then retail had one bad time. You could term as there was the inflation which happened and things were really getting worse. And that point of time, I got this opportunity because they said, they wanted somebody to balance it out rightly. And I got into retail operations. So it was real fun starting as working as a retail operations for Park Avenue brand and was handling at pan-India level. But during those time, we had only 20-25 stores. Okay. With this developing of this brand, again, we had the other brand people felt that was not doing great. That was Parks. So they gave me opportunity to work with Parks. And from April 2014 to December 2015, I was able to handle retail operations for Parks. Okay. And I said, boss, I was doing only operations. What else? Because see, what happens is it's only what is available in your store you are able to sell to consumers. But, there's something which is very important at back end, which works on type of merchandise should be there in the store. Customers demand, few products. So we need to know what are their likes and dislikes. Based on that likes and dislikes, the taste, we should be able to offer the right product. So I wanted to do this merchandising and understand what was it. So got this opportunity they did not give me to learn some, start with accessories. And believe me, that was real fun because apparels, everybody should know it. But when it comes to accessories, it's very important, because it is about fashion and it keeps on changing. So where you handle ties, belts, cufflinks, bows, you talk about it. So things were really, very exciting. And it was pan-India level. So it was real fun. And you could understand that every region plays a different role. So whether it's north, west, south, east, and it was really great fun. And what happened in 2016, one of my old friends, Anis Kazi, okay, we know each other since Crossroads. So he felt, Shepard, I know, you are not enjoying, he felt, because, he was spending 11.5 years with Raymond's. And after spending 11.5 years, I was only a deputy manager, not growing. Because what happened is maybe people manipulated me. I don't know what it is. Or maybe my education could be one of the reasons. Or I was just enjoying, I was passionate about this brand Raymond. And people must have judged, managers are very smarter. ये बंदा retire होके ही जाएगा. So you just make him, इसको काम करा के लो, बाकी हो जाएगा. But, I also wanted to grow because my family was growing, my kids were growing. I had to be financially stable. And believe me, I got a 100% hike with Blackberries and was able to manage the West region. And when I joined Blackberries, I understood that whatever I was doing so far for 11.5 years with Raymond was nothing because this company was bigger, but it was not growing. Maybe management was big. So I was feeling really great thing about it. Was managing 74 stores with a business of around about 50 crores. That was it. Okay. Suddenly when I came to Blackberries and I was a regional manager handling 52 EBO shops and I was managing a business of more than 100 crores. Managed there for 3 years and by the time, I was moving out, I was managing 114 crore business for EBOs and also managed large format retail for West. Okay. And which was about 34 crores. So it was really great feeling. And that point of time, okay, when you're managing 550 people, okay, 5 states, that is Maharashtra, Gujarat, MP, Chhattisgarh, Goa, it was a real great experience. But again, you realize what happens once again a rise, there is a fall which happens. Okay, then you find market changes, competitions coming in, expectations were higher. What they wanted, they wanted to play with fresh faces, remove people, but things were not like that. We were not with time, because remember, customers, they know what they want to buy, so they always look out for a change or what they want. And today, what has happened in fashion retail, people want to have establishment as their brand, and they wanted to make something big for themselves. So what happens is, in spite of understanding the consumer, they become a brand and they want to see that this is what we make and this is what consumers should buy. And it hampered badly. I made reports, I submitted everything, but they felt it is not the brand, it is the team which has to be made difference, and you need to remove it. So I felt this is not right. Rather than removing people, I said I need to move out. Okay. And that one decision I took on 6th April, I moved out of Blackberries, and I started wondering about what it's all about. I've been doing so many things, was enjoying it, but why it happened? Because when I saw my career background, it took me 4 years to understand where I should fit in. Okay, as a 21-year-old guy trying to go into sales, doing everything as such, and suddenly realizing that garments or retail was something which was my passion, and I was enjoying it. And in that process, I did not thought about my career also. I was enjoying it. So you could say my journey for 25 years, it was a fun, great thing. I was not looking out time, spending great time with team, and I was enjoying it. But I did not want the same thing happen with people. Okay, that was one of the thing, I really understood what Dheya was all about. So my intent was to understand what this Dheya is all about. And I really came to know, yes, because every person has its own interest, his personality, he has his qualities which could make a difference to a person. It took me 4 or 5 years to understand that. I did not want it same thing to happen with other people. And with that intent, I wanted, just to understand what is that thing. Why should students, or you would say people, they should be so much specific about their career, and what it is, what are those qualities which are required to, select or be a part of a specific career. And with that interest, I just thought of being a part of a day, and it was a great experience, I suppose. Tell me.
So, as you mentioned, in your career journey, you enjoyed a lot. You had fun doing work, right? So, and you also said that you had 4 to 5 years when you realized that it was not what you wanted to do in your career, right? So, as experiencing that, as realizing that, how you became a part of Dheya, I want to know that. What
Okay.
inspired you to become a mentor?
Okay. Because I said same thing. For me, I was not sure about what to do in life. And this was something which they said, as a Dheya mentor, you would be able to make careers about people. Okay. And that was very important, because if you see, I had said in my so many years of experience, I was only working with people. Okay. Enjoying them, understanding about their life, how they were into organization, what made them work in it. And it took me so many years, so I did not wanted others to do. So what you could see in my career path, I've always seen mothers growing in their life, and I allowed them, because generally in today's life, it is so competitive. They do not like to train people, but they like people working under them. So this thing I realized I have in it, because I wanted people to grow in life. And today also, maybe I did not describe it, I work as a guest lecturer with FAD International Academy, okay, which has their campus in Mumbai, Pune, and Dubai. Okay, I basically train and guide students, that is undergraduates and postgraduates, to pursue their career in fashion and retail. So what I've learned so far today, I feel like I need to now download it to the youth of today. And as you know it, after IT, it is retail which is talked about, and that's the biggest thing in life. And what we want for retail, it is about customers, and for customers we have India. After China, this is the biggest population, I suppose, and most acceptable. We accept everything new. Indians are very great at it. They are very smart. They do not say we do not like this. They try to experience different things, but they are very smart with pricing. Okay, what has happened with world retail? You would say fashion price does not make a difference, but in India they want fashionable products but at reasonable prices. Okay, and that's what makes a difference. So what is the challenges with the manufacturers and the retailers to be very cost effective, to see that they offer really great prices but very good products too. So that is what I would say what has happened is, again, today in retail people feel it is a small space and small career as such. People don't realize what they see is what they perceive, because what they see is salesman and a store manager. They do not know what goes behind it, because like retail is something like a manufacturing unit. They also require finance, they require accounting team, they require advertisement team, they have an MIS team who works on what is the trend which is happening. Okay, name the department and it's all there. We want legal department to see and control. So retail is also a very big thing, but people are still not aware. So I feel it is my responsibility to make people aware about it. Okay. So what is happening is when you come into this, because I am master and expert into retail operations and merchandising, what I'm trying to do out here is working on it only. So about retailing and communication, fashion communication, we talk about customer relationship management, display and visual merchandising, we talk about how store operates, so store operational management. So these are certain things which I try to cover, and this is what I am trying to do right now. And believe me, it's fun. Maybe it is online right now going on because due to COVID, but when it comes to classroom, there is a lot of learning from today's youth. Okay, because this course, Fat International Academy, it's a big institute, so mostly it is, you could say, upper middle class and high class people. They have their students or their children coming out here who have good money. Okay, so children, they feel that retail is so easy, so they can have their own brand. So it's like first feeling that they will have their own brand. But how to make a brand? There is a process, and the way the brand gets developed, it takes time. So that is what is we need to tell people. So brand building activity, it is not within a month or year it happens. So we have to make them realize what goes into building up a brand. So that is what I'm doing right now. And really, I feel this has happened just because of Deya, I'm sure. Because when I came to Deya, I understand what are the qualities in me. It made me realize that retail is my passion and I love to deliver. Okay, I love to help people make their career. And with that intent, I joined this FAT International. And today, my intent is the same, because I want to guide people and students, give them real idea. Because rather than just showing a dream or a picture which is not clear for them, we need to be very specific about how and what happens. So we need to give them that reality of life is very important. Just showing dream is not enough, but we need to say that the time factor. Today's, fast food age is going on. So everybody wants things faster. People want to make money faster. We need to educate now that it takes time. So we need to build up. So maybe, in terms of your career building, you should start from small and slowly, gradually you need to grow in life. That is what I'm looking out for.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And sir, now you're part of the as a career mentor. What do you think how the AI is going to change perspective towards career mentoring or career counseling?
Okay, very specific. I'll tell you, give my experience of my son. Okay, because when you join, and my son was in 10th standard, and I really felt, he was not sure about in his life, because when we say we had an aptitude test in his school, okay, in the test, it showed that he is very good in, accounting, ICWA, whatever, that is what he should be able to do it. But whenever I used to talk to him, I said, Papa, I don't want to sit and work. Okay, I love my sports and I want to, be part of that sports. And what we did is, I had one session, okay, that was of great help, which I got it. And with that also, through the mentors, the way they guided him, becoming, understanding what he was looking at, what is interested, asking him questions with regards to visualization of what is in his mind. The interest is his basketball. He was able to create a picture right in front of him. The way he was expressing about that quote, which is there, from where, how are the points done? How do they score points? What are the techniques which I used into it? I really felt, that was his interest, and that is what he's looking out for. And that helped me, making, a strong point that yes, my son wants to do retail in career in sports management. And after that, I allowed him, after his 12th, he was able to give us that GMAT test. And through that, he was able to join this International Institute of Sports Management, which is at Morol. And that big decision is thanks to Deya, which I can say. Okay. Tell.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. As you mentioned that you had your own experience realizing that your career path was different and you could have become a different person, right? And as a normal aptitude tests say different, they only have specific options, career options for students, but there are a lot more options, a lot more different world than we know of, right? So just looking at engineering, CA or law is just basic things. There are so many other options in their career. So what message you want to convey to our viewers to build their career better?
I would say very simple. Okay, select a career which you will enjoy. So money, that is secondary, I'm sure. So once you start enjoying, there will be always fun. You'll be always successful in doing it. Because what happens is today, when we talk about why it is a mindset, people feel that doctors, engineers, they make big money. And that is one of the intent why everybody wants their kids to be a doctor or engineer. But I feel if just making money is not enough. You should be satisfied about what you're doing it. And once you start doing things which you enjoy most, believe me, that will be a great thing. And when you enjoy more, then it doesn't become your job. It's fun. You try to spend maximum time out there and you want to explore yourself. And you can always give your best in the thing which you like. And something which you don't like, I'm sure you'll start initially, but slowly and gradually your interest will go, and you will feel, or you lose interest, and then there will be a time where you'll think about mid-career. Okay, and then you'll start, what is that, what is it, and what I need to do further. So it's most important, which I could say today, let's do something which you enjoy the most. And I feel, if you like what we like to eat, we eat the same thing. We don't eat what we don't like. Same thing about career. It is, let's do what we really like to do and what we enjoy the most. That is what I want everybody to understand.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for kind words. You have shared your experience with us, your ups and downs in your career, the moments you enjoyed with Diya you had. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. And I'm sure we expect great things from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
And thank you everyone for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next episode of Diya Masterpieces.